Okay, so I came down to my car, the white Mini Cooper, and my front door was closed, but the top lock was totally, the cylinder that's normally hidden was put out, and the door closed behind. So when I came down, I was like, that's odd. And then I walked out. There was a black Toyota Prius, en français is noir, Noir. It looked like it was around the year of Jason Peter Romer, that we bought out in, I believe it was Smithtown, when that electric car came out, because he had a long drive from Ronkonkoma to the 105 precinct. Then there was a late model, I want to say like 80s, Honda Accord, also the same color, black, noir, and then no Concord grape color at all. I know that gets confusing. They're like, was it purple in that black or no? 9 yet. And then the last one hidden elsewhere was a black Nissan Altima, but not the Altima Nissan that I had, which was the one I got for $189 a month in some Hempstead, like, awesome dealership, where it had like a tan interior and I could actually afford a car. It was 4-door sedan. The one that just pulled away along with the Toyota, the Honda, and the Nissan, all three black, or stock black, like street car black, nothing fancy. No modifications. The last one was, my Nissan Altima had like an oblique cut. So it was oblique. I don't know, I don't study these words in the universities of the humanists. But it is an oblique cut. It's not a horizontal, it's not vertical, it's oblique. Yeah. So that's how my trunk was. It was truncated oblique, and then the bumper. But this particular one had a Nissan Altima with a rounded back trunk, which I think is more indicative of like the 2000 to nows, like the last maybe. I mean, I had a 1998 or 1999 Nissan Altima. This one that just passed has, I don't know when they changed over to a rounded Nissan car, but whatever. I know that's important for locals to figure out who's still alive on my side of Necromancer. Or is this Earth? Or is it like, yeah, I don't know. If time and space pull apart, and I walk through partitions, and sometimes you're there, and sometimes you're considered on special ops dead. How are you all gonna know if you keep fucking with me? Just curious. What, are you gonna rely on each other? All the unreliables that did an appendectomy to my special equipment, and instead of like printing out every like couple of days the next task list so everybody stays in congruence on the planes of reality, you decide to print one thick manual, make Staples copies, and hand out to every criminal there is, while Lacrimol is waiting for Prince Charming. We have you all together. One person's in charge. If the plan change, it's because one of the criminal children in 1 to 7.5 billion possibilities touched something. We'll find you from the chair in the director's seat that wants his woman. Hello? Should be easy enough to trust that one man wants one woman, and that we can find you if we lose you in the system of nobody else cares about you. So you might want to be nice to Nicholas, I'm just saying. All right. Okay, so anyway, So as I was walking out, all right, I got side swiped by that issue, but I know it's important to whatever. I was thinking about this with the how do you know, and then how do you keep one safe, right? Yeah, I got sideswiped by so many details. My whole diameter changed on the connection to what I was really wanted to speak on, and now I can't. Oh, there was a man by the name of Mike, M-I-K-E, not the, well, again, I don't want to say, right, I don't want to do a scale of handsome, but this Mike, when I was in my red Saturn, S-A-T-U-R-N, it was a two-door Saturn, and it was an automobile, with lights that popped up, kind of looked like a mini Corvette, but like, I don't know, whatever. So now that one, he put, or maybe it was on my Saab. I had a 1989 Saab. I got it, it was like used. It had cigarette holes in it, whatever, but it was fun. Let's see. So that one, maybe it was that one. It was one of the, or maybe it was my mom's Galant. Yeah, she had a Mitsubishi Galant. It was like a dark, deep peacock color, not like the fluorescent blue. It was more of the deep, dark, greeny turquoise color, turquoise toned all the way green, almost, but just a little blue. All right, so that, I went up to Citibank in Bayside, and he put a boot on my car, a B-O-O-T. It's this gigantic circle. It looks like this big on a wheel, and then they lock it, and then they put like a nail going up. Like, if you move even a hair, I'm gonna pop the tire, and then a tactical block, so you can't roll back by two methods. You don't want a hole in your tire that big, and you also don't, right? You won't move. And I had to pay him like $200 and something in like 1997 or 96, maybe 95, 96. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, no. I'm like, but I'm a Citibank customer. He goes, no, I know, but you went to the drugstore across the street and you parked here. I go, so if I go in the bank, I was like, and I talk to a cashier and get a receipt, can you take it off? He's like, well, no, if you go inside, I want $200. I'm like, I'm a college student or a high school student. I don't have that kind of money. And he's like, well, that's the deal. Like, okay, so now here's the thing. He is what you all call peanut color. P-E-A-N-U-T. I do not like the terminology. It's cheaper, and the other guy get mad about crops and agriculture and futures, and why is my color on the nut shell and you're the nut inside? Now, is that like a poke on me and my family? I mean, it's like, right, okay, so now, I don't have these problems with the Arabian cherry dark bean or the carob chocolate. I mean, they don't. I mean, they melt in your hand. When not for you, though, because you're nuts, according to us all. But, oh, some are just so difficult. I mean, it's like, who is in charge? Are they messing with me today? Like, who's in charge of the programming? I flew in for a visit by the Fly-By-Night Corporation. Go figure. What's the name of it? God, me. You are all in your humanness in charge of something, and I'm frightened. Because here's the thing. My betrothed, the man that I necromancer through and for, as I am living a statuary lifestyle of nothing important and nothing looks like our home, he is part of like birds of prey. Like, they don't speak to people because they don't trust you or like you or want to know what you think right at the moment. They would have to, right? Then that's not good. So, but they also have like the big bird of prey gloves. Like the black, no, not the saddle ones. I don't know who those are. Those are like messengers. The black ones. It's the black gloves and the dark, yeah, this color actually, they or lack of color. And that's why it's, right, this color on the glove for the birds of prey, PREY. And then I guess the saddle color ones, which is what you ride on a horse. Normally they're like a dark tan color. Like if you left the tea bag in water for maybe a minute and took it out, but it wasn't dark enough to drink a full cup, like 8-ounce cup of water, but it was enough, right? Not like that color. Those are like messengers, but, or fakes. I don't know what he's coming up with these days, or is that either side? I don't know. Anyway, so now that's who I belong to. Do I look like I am a woman with a bird of prey husband? And that, well, I mean, I know my face, well, not even now, I don't, but again, like, I was born that way, but then you left me in the statuary with the meatheads and knuckleheads speaking acid in my ear in a bought advertisement with the tsunami wall of water issue between aviation and their fueling issues. But I'm not talking about the fast ones with the useful gunnery, armory people. No, I'm talking about the useless, the ones that fly the criminals everywhere for vacations and leisure. Right. So those are the criminals. I have useful birds of prey people stocked in where they belong. Not to anger everybody. In what level? Yeah, don't you worry, because it's statuary. And then you've got stagatory. I would be the Tory in the stagnant, brackish water of dumb, fucking, and useless. They keep procreating, I don't know why. They're in a bag of colostomy and they're trapping me here. As Jin, am I the band? Am I the banshee? Am I the maestro? Is it a band with a D? Are we talking like gastrointestinal banding? That does not feel good. Or are we talking about, like, I mean, like, which kind? That's why it's like I have nobody to talk to. So how do you want to fix this? I mean, the memos say, why are the humanists not so useful?